Alright guys, this is my quick review of the case wallet from CryptoLabs. So this is the box you will receive. It has the picture of the case wallet on here and their domain. It's just a box in a sleeve that doesn't seem to be secured. It's just your typical open flap box. So if you take the sleeve off here, you see the case wallet. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this out. Set that aside. We'll go over what's in the box first. So start with this case quick start guide. It goes over things like thanking you for your purchase and how to set up your device using your case wallet, sending, receiving Bitcoin, buying and selling Bitcoin. The buying and selling works through Celery. If you use that, I haven't set that up yet, so I can't really comment on the buying and selling. Okay, so you also have a USB cable. This hooks into the wireless charger. There's actually no ports on the case wallet anywhere. This cable, it feels like a cheap cable. I mean, mine even looks a little bent. So I'll probably replace that. And you also get your wireless charger. They will plug in with that standard micro USB port. So this will sit there, and you'll just place your case wallet in here to charge it. Now, the one thing I noticed while charging with this is it does get very, very hot, to the point where you can almost smell melting plastic after you charge this for the 3 hours that they recommend. So I've contacted support on this, and they're aware of it. They're going to work with their supplier. But for now, I've been using my Tilt wireless charger, and it works perfectly, and it charges it just fine. So the build quality on this, I think, is fairly good. I don't know if you've seen the teardown that's been online for a couple days now, but the one thing that they pointed out was that the fingerprint scanner seemed a little off center. It seems fine to me, on my model at least. I mean, there's no cutting. It feels fairly smooth. The face here, it looks like it could be peeled off, but I mean, it's on there really sturdy. I can't quite do it. I mean, if I forced it, I probably could, but the plastic here is sturdy. I mean, it doesn't give any bend at all. And I covered up the my case wallet number with this piece of tape. I don't know if that needs to be shared, but I would like not to. Size-wise, it's not bad. I mean, it's like a stack of credit cards, I guess. To give you a better size comparison, I have my Trezor here, which you can see it's a little bit bigger. Thickness-wise, it's about the same, so not bad. The buttons, you can see that they are, when the camera focuses, yeah, they're raised here, which I like. It helps me know where the buttons are at, and I kind of like that. Alright, so to turn it on, you hit the Bitcoin button. You got to hold it down for a second. You see their case wallet logo. Then you get this screen. Let's see if it'll focus. Alright, so you have send, receive, buy, sell, and authenticate. And if you don't hit a button, it will auto-select what you have on there in like 2 or 3 seconds, and you can hit the Bitcoin button to go back, and the Bitcoin button also cycles through the list. So if I go to send, it's going to try to scan a QR code, which put something behind it for reference here. The screen's not the best, but I've noticed that the camera does a really, really good job with scanning QR codes. I've been scanning them on my phone and on the computer monitor, and I've tried it outside in the bright sunlight. I've tried it in a dark room, and it hasn't had any issue scanning, and it scans pretty instantly. So back to the list. I guess it turned off. Okay. So yeah, those are your options. I did the send and receive. I have not done the other options. But as far as sending, you'll scan your QR code and enter and confirm the amount. You can enter the amount with the number pad here, and then it will connect and send off. And the connecting and then sending process takes like roughly 30 seconds for my test, and you'll swipe before it sends with your finger or thumb, whatever you choose to set up with. And after it sends, it'll kick back saying it's confirmed, or it will say bad swipe, you need to try again. So you'll swipe again if it failed, and subsequent calls only seem to take like 5 to 10 seconds if you had a bad swipe, so not terribly bad. So overall, I'm pleased with it. I'll go over a couple of the questions I got on it, and the first one is the fingerprint scan. They wanted to know how finicky it was, and they recommended that I try my left hand pinky, and I am right-handed. So when I did the left hand pinky, it took me a while to get a good scan, a long while. It did scan occasionally. I would say it was probably one valid scan per 20 or 30 tries, so really not that great with it. I tried my index finger on my right hand, and that was probably one good try every 2 or 3 tries, so a lot better, but still kind of hard to swipe. I found that the thumb works best, and I got a good swipe nearly every time. And you might want to keep that in mind, because when you set it up, you'll log into the dashboard website that they give you in the quick start guide. You'll scan the QR code for setting up your device. Then you'll have to connect. The connect is very data intensive, per what support told me, and it may fail a few times until they get that fixed. But once you do get it going, you will have to do 10 valid swipes. So that was really hard to set up with my pinky and then index finger. But when I used my thumb, it went perfectly fine. I mean, I think I had 2 bad swipes. Everything else was fine. The next question I got was, what is the reception of the antenna that's in this wallet? When I'm inside, and I don't live in a big town, but when I'm in my house, I get roughly 2 bars, and I think 3 bars is the highest it goes. At least that's the highest I've seen outside. So it's pretty good. I mean, I've gotten signal at least 2 bars everywhere I've been. So the next question was the buttons. How fast can it take input? When I'm putting in the amount for Bitcoin or dollar amounts, it's instant. I mean, it has a very quick response time with the buttons. The next question was the QR scanner, and that was, again, the screen doesn't show it very well, but the camera is taking a really good scan, so I don't have any concerns with that. Someone asked how the 2 of 3 multisig works and if you can provide your own third key. They have 2 options. The one option was you can use the third key solutions that they partnered with, and they will keep it in their vault, or you can have your own third key that you control that you have to share with them on the setup, but you will own both those keys and they have the third one. So it depends on how secure, I guess, you want it. I would feel better owning the key, but it's up to you. And someone mentioned that third key solutions charges, and when I went through the setup with my case wallet and picked that as an option, I didn't get notified of any cost, so I don't know if it's bundled in with the partnership that they have. I don't know. Now, my use case for this is not going to be storing all my Bitcoin. Again, I use my Trezor for that. But I like it as a hot wallet. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, why don't you just use a hot wallet, a software based on your phone? Well, I tend to, as a developer, I blow my phone away a lot. So I don't want to keep track of, updating my keys in there. So I'd rather have a dedicated wallet like this. So this is perfect for me. And with the transactions I've used so far, I've been really happy with it. So, all right, if you guys have any more questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks.